10 o'clock on a Thursday morning out here in Aiken, South Carolina. I'm still on the fairgrounds of what used to be the Aiken Fair, now called a fall festival because they've pared it down, not having fairs this year because of the Rona. Anyway, I really need to get back in there, continue on some paperwork that I've put off for a long time. So I don't have much time for an elaborate video, so I thought I would do a short one and something that I haven't done in a long time, and that is just simply trying a bunch of weird foods. And this time, because of, the whole trying to maintain the weight loss and everything, it's going to be healthy foods. Now, this is a fairground, so if stuff starts happening in the background, sirens and things, I'm going to have to just keep right on rolling. Got to get this video done. Alright, so today's weird but yet healthy foods are going to be Sriracha Almods, Anchovy Paste. I'll probably do this last. I'm surprised I've never tried this one before, as much as I liked canned fish. And then we've got original mushroom jerky. And then a healthy, organic tea soda. And that's not really all that weird, but when you go to read the flavors that's in here, it is peach, blackberry, lime, and cilantro. I love cilantro, but normally like in street tacos and that kind of thing. The idea of having a cilantro flavor in a tea soda seems a little weird. Oh, and this is just some crackers to put the anchovy paste on. And then we've got microwave muffins, which is not anything new, but these actually come from Trader Joe's. So, yeah, they have an expiration date all the way in 2021. So they keep for a long time. Normally when you see these, they're at like Walmart. They're very unhealthy, but being as these are, and they say protein maple muffin. This is a protein maple muffin, protein dark chocolate muffin. And so each one of these, this one's 260 calories, 270 calories, so they're going to be sweet. I'm just interested to see what these taste like. Alright, so let's get started. First one, let's keep it simple. Let's start with the Sriracha Almonds. Okay. I'm not tasting the sriracha flavor yet. It doesn't really have that kick like the wasabi almonds do, where you taste the wasabi immediately. These just have kind of a little bit of a warm aftertaste almost. I'm not tasting the sriracha. Man, I wanted spicy. It says sriracha on it. You need to be spicy. These are disappointing. I'm sorry. Disappointing. You would get more of a sriracha almond if you just got regular dry roasted almonds and just put sriracha sauce on them yourself. It's not coming through in that. Disappointed. Very disappointed. Alright, now let's try mushroom jerky. And I believe that just means mushrooms that have been dried and seasoned as though they were jerky, I believe. Made with shiitake mushrooms, no meat, no soy, just mushrooms. Okay, so that is what it is. That is what it is. And these were actually sent to me by, or gifted to me by, what you guys know as Troll 9002, or Danielle Fries. Gave these to me. Saw them and knew that was something I would enjoy. Okay, so they have a jerky look to them. They've definitely got jerky seasoning, it looks like, on there. Or I think jerky is typically soaked in a marinade for a long time before it's set to dry, so this is probably soaked in the same kind of marinade, I'm guessing. Wow. That is really... See, if you had given this to me and not told me it was mushroom, I would not have been able to tell that was mushroom. I definitely would not have said it was meat either. I would have known it was some kind of dried plant, but I would not have thought mushroom. Oh, these are like potato chips. Once you've eaten the first one, you just can't help but just keep reaching in there and grabbing more of them. Wow, I could go through that whole bag, easy. So good. Okay, so this one, yeah, this one gets a 5 out of 5. This is excellent, fantastic. If I see this anywhere on a shelf, I'll grab it again. All right, so now let's try the microwave muffins, and for that, I'm going to have to pour some water in there and stir a little bit. Put it in the microwave for 60 to 70 seconds. Let's do that. What do you think, little buddy? One thing to remember when you're doing these microwave muffins is that they do not puff up over the top like a muffin. Like they kind of advertise that they're going to do that on the front, but I don't think I've ever seen one that actually does that. I think there's some that you mix up in a coffee cup. If you got a small coffee cup, you might be able to get it to do that. But most of the time, this is what you're going to get. As I let it cool, it's separated from the sides a little bit. It's got a little bit of a cake consistency there, but there is a raw spot kind of in the middle, kind of like a chocolate lava cake, which is not a bad thing. But the maple one does not have a raw spot in the middle, so apparently it cooks a little better than the chocolate. And it too is starting to separate from the sides a little bit. All right. Let's give it a taste test and see how they taste. I get a little bit of the raw piece in there too. Now I've already let it cool for about a minute. You know what? That's about 10 times better than I thought it was going to be. I thought because it was protein and it was from a place like Trader Joe's, that it was going to be kind of like that artificial chocolate stuff that what are they, carob? That's what I thought it was going to taste like. But no, this is actually a lot like getting a brownie, like a regular brownie out of the oven. And that little bit of chocolate lava in the middle, that's good too. It kind of adds to it. You could always put it on for another 10 seconds if you wanted it cooked all the way through solid. Oh man, this is good. Okay, that's going to be another 5 out of 5. This is fantastic. Yeah, if I'm at Trader Joe's again, I'll probably pick up a few more of these and yeah, have those in the pantry ready to go for when I needed a dessert. All right, let's try the maple. Okay. Not as good. Not as good. This feels like I'm eating cream of wheat. because actually that top layer right there did not cook all the way through. So the raw part on this is not in the center like on the chocolate. It's kind of on the top. And it's like if you added a bunch of maple syrup to cream of wheat and then let it cool for a little bit. Not real impressed with this one. It feels like they could have done a little more to spice this up. You know, put some allspice in there or some nutmeg or something in there to perk it up a little bit more. Maybe even put some like dried apple chunks in there. You put dried apple chunks and stuff like this, and then it rehydrates as you add the water, and that would have been, you know, they do that to like dry oatmeal packs. They put little pieces of dried apple in there. They could have done that to this, and it would have gone really well. It could have been apple maple. But, I don't know, maybe that would have cut down on their profits, and they wouldn't want to do this. This, okay, this I probably will not get again. The chocolate, though, 100%, yeah. I would definitely get that again, but not this. Okay. I will finish those off a little later. Alright, so before we do the grand finale of the anchovy paste, let's cleanse the palate with a little tea soda. Again, this is with peach, blackberry, lime, and cilantro. The cilantro is the oddity that I was curious about. This is the whole reason why I even bought it. I think I got this from a fresh market. I'm not tasting the cilantro. I am getting a peach flavor and maybe some blackberry. Lime is not coming through. Cilantro has kind of a mint flavor to it, which they could have punched that up a little bit and made this more minty and fresh, but they didn't do that. Maybe they got it listed as the last flavor on the list of flavors, maybe because that was the more subtle flavor in there. They didn't really take much of a chance with this. It doesn't taste much different than any other kind of peach, blackberry, sweet tea, only it's carbonated. And it's a little bit different. Let's see here. Water, organic cane sugar. Fair trade, certified organic cane sugar. So they want you to know, good and well that they did their best to make this as healthy as they could. I mean, it's good, but it's not worth the hefty price tag that comes with something like this. To be just like any other Snapple tea or whatever, but just carbonated. I think I would have bought this again. I would have said I'll buy this again if the cilantro flavor was actually punched up a little bit more. Alright, so last thing, Reese Anchovy Paste. Looks like a tube of glue or toothpaste or something. Now on the packaging you can tell they suggest you use like different cracker toppings. I think this one is cucumber and tomato. But I'm trying to judge the paste on its own merits, to see what the paste itself tastes like. So I'm not going to add anything to it except for the cracker to put it on. Alright, to start off with, the packaging has this nice kind of frosting shape to it. And they could have made it where it comes out like that by putting some kind of like little slices in there to make it a little more true to the picture. And they already have failed to do that. It looks more like brown cheese whiz when it comes out. So not visually appealing at all. But let's see what it tastes like. Okay, the anchovy is definitely there. The anchovy is definitely there. Oh, I forgot I had my sunglasses on. Okay. Okay, it was a mistake. It was a mistake to eat this with no toppings. Even on the other side, showing it on a big slice of cucumber there. Okay, this is to add some salty fish flavor to something else. It's not meant to be eaten on its own. And I've had anchovies on pizza before, more than once, because I actually kind of like it. Because I'm a fish person. I like fish. And I can tell that this anchovy flavor added to like a nice big slice of cheese and some vegetables like this on a garlic cracker. If you just put a little bit on there, that could be enjoyable. But what I just did, squirting a bunch of it on a cracker by itself, that was a mistake. That was a mistake. Would I get this again? Probably not. Probably not, because, you know, if I really want a fish, canned fish fix, you know, I get a can of smoked sardines in olive oil, or a kippered herring, or, you know, something along those lines. This is not necessary. This is definitely, no. As a matter of fact, I'm going to say, I'm going to have a hard time finishing this tube. This might sit in the pantry for a while before it gets just plain thrown away. I only paid $1 for it. It was in the bargain bin. No big loss. Wow, I'm gonna need some more chocolate. I'm gonna need some more chocolate protein microwave muffin to get rid of some of that taste. Wow. Okay. That is going to be it for this one. Guys, if you've enjoyed this, hit the thumbs up like button. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Turn on notifications by hitting the bell icon, going over and selecting all, so you'll be notified of all my future updates. I'll talk to you down in the comment section, and look forward to seeing you on the next one. I got to get back in there and keep slugging away at that paperwork.